I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, and chapter of my life when I was learning to box, learning to fight, and getting in the ring and fighting on an exhibition level, on an amateur level. I learned so many great lessons in my life. I learned my strengths and how to play to my strengths, and I learned my weaknesses, and I learned the importance of improving on my weaknesses. And in this process, again, you really learn a lot about what you're naturally inclined to, both on a physical as well as a mental, emotional level. Example, Mike Tyson. He is shorter in stature for a heavyweight and has really thick legs and a big torso. So his fighting style was very close quarters, using lots of hooks, uppercuts, going to the body, and then uppercutting to the head. And he was very aggressive in his prime, single-minded, using the rage pent up inside of him and aiming that into what was in front of him, and made him a terrifying and effective fighter. And me, I'm built kind of the opposite way. I've got really long limbs, and I am more conducive to fighting at a distance, using my straight punches, my jab, my right hand, and keeping somebody away from me. And so when one knows their gifts and knows what they're good at, and then at the same time knows their weaknesses, how the dark side of their consciousness, their fears, their insecurities can show up in the heat of the moment and can be used against them. And one, again, takes on the work of intending to win, going into a fight to win every time. You have to work and confront your own demons, or else they will defeat you. You will be defeated by the outside world as well as what is in you. So knowing thyself, this is what all this is under that umbrella. Another great lesson, when my coach was cornering me, he would always say, make him fight your fight. Don't fight his fight, make him fight your fight. So you have to know yourself first before you can make an opponent fight your fight. And right now, in the conventional world, in the matrix, I see people who are always fighting someone else's fight. They are always taking on a narrative that has been constructed from something outside of themselves and has put on them, and they're engaging with it, they're taking it on, they're allowing it to poison their minds, and they are fighting the fight of something else, of someone else, and they don't even know they're doing it. Now, when one knows thyself and is engaging in the matrix, it might feel like you're fighting an army sometimes, because you may find that your values are not in alignment with everything that is around you. But you can still, on a moment-to-moment basis, get that opponent, no matter how big, how seemingly unstoppable, how many in numbers that opponent may be. You can still get that opponent to fight your fight. Knowing yourself, being present, setting boundaries, knowing what you stand for and what you will not stand for, what you refuse to engage in. This changes the energy of any confrontational situation. And at some point, when one has done the work and one has something to offer, one wants to expand one's gifts to something bigger and share that with the world on a bigger level. There might be a time when the timing of something bigger, the timing of the universe, lines up with you. That old cliche, opportunity shows up with preparation and timing. And when those things come together, then you'll have that opportunity to expand that love, that gift inside of you on a bigger level. And then the world will be forced to fight your fight, because they'll have, all of the NPCs out there will be taking on what you say and reacting to that instead of the other way around. But essential life lessons for someone who seeks truth, someone who values their own potential, their own sovereignty in this world. I learned all that in the boxing ring. So I'm going to end this transmission. Be strong, be well, hang tough, my friends, and I'll see you on the other side.